I am playing Metroid Prime Remastered on my Nintendo Switch 2. Now, a lot of people think this is one of the greatest games ever played. In fact, when this came out for the Nintendo GameCube many years ago, I actually bought this game for the GameCube. And recently I bought this for the Nintendo Switch 2. It came out for the Switch, but I have a Switch too. I never had the original Switch. So I definitely wanted to play this game because, to the best of my knowledge, I never finished the original game when I was a kid. But I'm definitely going to finish this game on my Switch because this game is so much fun. I just started playing it. This is the beginning of the game where you're in like outer space and you land on this space, I don't know, station or ship or something. And right now is like the beginning where they're showing you the controls and the basics of the game. So this is like a first person shooter game, and you're inside of Samus's suit. That's the main character, Samus. And you have this like beam that you can shoot. And see, I'm not using the proper terminology. I'm sorry. I love Metroid, but it's just like I don't remember all the little things about it. But anyway, so right now you're just like shooting at things so the force fields disappear. It's just like basically target practice. That's what's going on here. So you're in the suit, and inside of the suit you can scan things to gain information about them. Like that's a big piece of the Metroid Prime series. Metroid Prime 4 recently came out, has mixed reviews, but a lot of the gameplay is very similar. So you scan things, you learn about them. There's a lot of stuff to scan in the game. I mean, tons and tons of things. I mean, that could really lengthen the game if you like scan everything. And at the beginning of the game here, I was scanning a lot of stuff because, hey, why not? I mean, if I'm in a section of the game where I can just take my time and I'm not under duress and I'm not trying to like rush through the game or anything, might as well scan everything. Maybe I'll learn something. Maybe there's a clue or a hint. So I know some of these things can be scanned. So I got to turn on my scan visor by clicking the right button on the D-pad on the Nintendo Switch controller. But right now I'm pushing through, and see, now I turn on my scan visor and here's something I can scan. Let's check out. So you can put on the scan visor, you lock onto something, you hit the left trigger to gain information about it. So I'm going to scan this. So usually there's information near doors that tell you, okay, this is how you get to this part of the game, this is how you get to this other part. And they're telling me like there's certain things going on in certain areas of this ship that maybe I need to look into. So they're telling me certain areas of the ship are normal, nothing going on there. That's to get outside. Environment unstable. Okay, so something's wrong somewhere. And you notice how quiet this game is, at least at the beginning here. That is by design. The atmosphere in Metroid is something very unique, and it's what makes people love these games. And that's one of the main criticisms of Metroid Prime 4. There's too many NPCs like talking and ruining the experience. There's a guy named Miles McKenzie in Metroid Prime 4 that people really don't like that guy. So that's one of the main criticisms of that game. And then there's another part of the game called Soul Valley where you're basically riding a motorcycle through this almost barren desert, and people don't like doing that because it's just feels as if it's just there to pad the length of the game, which is something that should never be done for a game like this. You know, the fans of this series, they're hardcore. And you can see why. I mean, this is a very special game. It's not your usual AAA game. It's not. You know, it's like it's not designed for a mass audience. It's a very quiet game. There's not a lot of talking. There's not a lot of guiding you along. Yellow paint. You know, it's really sort of figure it out for yourself. Scan stuff. Use your brain. And it really makes you feel like you're inside of the suit. Look at this. I'm just scanning everything. Obviously, I see a big fire there. That's concerning. Yeah, I'm just testing out shooting. Now, if you hit the left trigger when there's enemies nearby, you can lock onto them and then start shooting. And not just with enemies either. You can lock onto turrets that are nearby and shoot missiles at them. So that's another thing Samus can do, shoot missiles. I don't know if she has unlimited missiles. I'm going to pay attention here and see. But I know in this section of the game I didn't run out of missiles, so it would be cool if she has unlimited missiles. I'll just start shooting missiles at everything in later parts of the game. So something happened on this ship here. We're not entirely sure. I think Samus received a distress signal, and that's why she came here on her little ship. Okay, so here's an enemy. Locked on and shot it. That was a tiny enemy. I don't know what this thing is. Let's see. Yeah, there's different like space pirates around, and it seems like many of them have been harmed in some way because they're like barely functioning, most of them. Again, something went on here, but it's sort of a mystery. Okay, so I was checking to see if I could go through any of these things. See how they're blocked off? It looks like I can't. But now that I think about it, maybe if I had changed into the... Oh, here's an enemy. But again, like this enemy was already compromised, so it was easy to kill them. Weak life signs detected, see? Imprints of large bite mark can be seen on the exoskeleton. So something bit this thing. So... Yep. Okay, so escape pods have been jettisoned from this ship, so people have escaped. So obviously they were under attack. Something happened. So can you get through this with the morph ball? Maybe you can. You know, I didn't try. But here I see a door. But that's blocked off too. So I'm not sure if I can get through these with the morph ball or not. I didn't try at this point, but... I think it's all for nothing because I think this thing blows up later. So I believe it does. I think the whole thing blows up. Okay, so something is in my way here in this hallway, but they're telling me I can basically blast through it. So you gotta hold the right trigger to charge up your, I guess, arm cannon. And then that will produce a strong enough charge to blast through this debris. And it did. There. Went right through it. By the way, the music is outstanding already. I mean, this is the very beginning of the game. You hear that haunting music, that eerie, kind of like horror-like music. Again, very unique atmosphere, very different from modern games. Although lately I've been playing some good games. If you look on my channel, I was playing Resident Evil 4 Remake recently. That's another one. Just, I'm getting spoiled here by playing these amazing games. I gotta start playing some bad games to remind me how good these are. Okay, so you see how there's a ventilation shaft there? Obviously I can't walk through it, so this is where I realized, okay, I have to turn into the morph ball. But it's funny that they don't tell you that unless I missed it. Because I just started clicking buttons. I was trying to crouch first. At first, I don't think you can do that. But you gotta turn into the ball. the morph ball, then you'll be able to get through this shaft over here. So by some random button mashing, there you go. I turned into the morph ball, and now I was just playing around. It's like a big marble. Again, and it's very easy to take for granted how amazing these graphics are. Just take a look at this. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Okay, now they're telling me they want me to step into the hologram over here so I can download the map of this place. Here we go. Got a nice little animation here for downloading. You have downloaded the map for this area. Use the plus sign to access the map, and then press it again to resume playing. So you can see the legend on the left-hand side. There's elevators, missile recharge, save stations, hints. But although I didn't see any of these things here, I kept like pulling up the map, you'll see, trying to see like where can I save this game, because that's one thing I really don't like about certain games. It's like you gotta wait until a certain point to save. I love games that let you save anywhere, anytime. Those are the best games. I think The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening lets you do that. I just recently started playing that, the remake that was released on the Nintendo Switch. And I always appreciate games that let you save at any time, because hey, you know, people have responsibilities, they got things to do, they might have to cut their gaming session short. You got to let us save, otherwise then we lose all the progress, we got to redo it again. So anyway, I was looking around this map, as you can see here, trying to find a save station, because I think I wanted to save the game at this point, because I got through the main tutorial section, I'm in the ship, but it didn't look like there was any save stations, unless I missed it. So now I'm looking around what to do next. Just scanning stuff. There's all these computers around. Talon 4. So that's a very important location here in Metroid. 2 Parasite Queen specimens have become volatile on deck beta. So I believe we're going to be running into a boss at some point. Maybe not immediately, but that's something to keep an eye on, because they said there's some queen parasites that have become volatile. Now I'm trying to figure out how to get out of here. But if I had been paying attention to the map, I would realize there's nothing left here. It's time to go back into the morph ball and exit through the shaft that I came in from. So this is where the map comes in handy. So you're not wasting your time looking for some secret passageway or some secret door in this room. The map will tell you, hey, there's nothing here. See, as you can see, it just ends right there. So the only thing for me to do is to go back from where I came from. I think this is the moment where I realized that, and continue my path to these unexplored areas. Here I go, back in a morph ball form. Slid right through. Now time to continue. Okay. Access to deck beta approved. Okay, so this is where those volatile parasites are. So that's where I'm heading. You know, there are people who scan 100% of the things in some of these games, these Metroid Prime games. Like, I'm trying to scan everything I can find, but you're bound to miss something at some point. I mean, it's like, it's virtually impossible to scan everything. I can't imagine. I mean, you literally have to stand in the room, do like a 360 degrees around, 360 degrees up and down to make sure you're not missing anything that's scannable. And there's no way me and 99% of human beings are going to do that. It's like, come on, yo. It's like, even if you're a completionist, that's kind of crazy. That would almost take the fun out of the game. That is one thing I noticed. If you scan too many things, it starts to feel like kind of a chore instead of, you know, participating in an action game, which is, I mean, I don't know what genre Metroid falls into. It's like a first person shooter adventure game, I guess you'd call it. But I think this game is more fun when you play through it like without scanning a million things or like unnecessary things. As you've seen already, I've scanned a bunch of stuff that I probably did not need to scan. There are certain things you do have to scan. Okay, so okay, so they're telling me something is going on here. Energy conductor is damaged. So as you can see, it's probably best for me to use the morph ball to get through this. The other thing about the morph ball is you turn into third person mode. So you can actually gauge distance and stuff, like where you are. That's one of the benefits of being in the morph ball form. It's not just to roll around and get through passageways. It's also like, okay, this is where Samus is right now. Let me make sure that she doesn't run into any of these electricity force field things. Okay. See, every time I step into a room, I basically look around. Is there any enemies? Am I about to get blasted by a turret? Luckily here, it looks pretty safe for now. Yeah, there's something called Phazon. See, Phazon compound detected. That is something that is, I guess, affecting these organisms that are on this ship. Yeah, there's some kind of like genetic engineering going on. Like, oh, here we go. Here's an enemy. Space pirate, severe internal damage detected. Another space pirate that's been injured, and hopefully I won't have too. Yeah, see, I didn't have any trouble dispatching of that guy. Yeah, scanning everything really does slow the game down. Oh, okay. So once you're locked onto an enemy, they're telling you like you can lock onto them and then move to the left, move to the right to dodge their attacks or their whatever they're shooting at you, which obviously is going to come in handy. So you can keep on them, you can keep locked onto them and keep shooting at them and move out of the way of their attacks. Jeez, space pirate, both legs are broken. Like, my question is, am I supposed to kill these people? Because that seems pretty cruel. I mean, if I had went towards this guy, would this thing have attacked me? Well, I shot first, and I would say ask questions. I asked questions later, but I didn't ask any questions at all. I just killed the space pirate. Oh well. Now I'm checking out the map again. Obviously, there's a lot of this thing that I haven't explored. And that's actually one thing I'm kind of curious about. Okay, check this out. So this is, I think we're on deck beta, and this is, oh, low life signs detected. This creature appears to be in a state of hibernation. Oh, check this out. This door has been sealed to prevent radiation leaks. Look at this. So something broke out, remember? They said there was like two queen parasites that were whatever, volatile. And you can see something, one of them is broken out and the other one's still there. I didn't even pick up on that. But now I realize that should have been a warning, like, you're about to run into this thing somewhere. Yeah, I'm trying to like break through this to see. I charged up, tried to break through. I'm trying to see where to go next, but I guess through this door is what's next. Okay. Fire missiles with R. Okay, so the R button. If you what I've learned is like when there's a turret, it doesn't seem like your arm cannon, you know, just shooting at it is not enough. You got to like shoot a missile at it, and then that's what takes it out. So check this out. If I walk over here, all of a sudden, I'm getting shot at, see? I'm getting damaged. So now I realized, okay, so this was a mistake. I thought, oh, let me just roll past this thing. Nope, see, that's when I realized, oh, this is a turret, and that's not going to work. But again, that See, being in that morph ball, it really shows you, oh, this is where this thing is, and okay, so I just shot it with a cannon. I mean, a missile. One missile was enough to dispatch of that turret. Destroy it. And if you walk forward, I should probably check out this logbook. I don't do it here, but next time I play, I'll check out my logbook to see what kind of information there is. Okay, so I just got, I guess that's some missile ammunition. When you destroy a turret, you get missile ammunition. All right, let's check this out. Okay, now take a look. Phazon Infusion Stage 1. Okay, so they're messing around with stuff here, trying to create new organisms. Okay, again, pirate data has been downloaded to the logbook. Zebes has fallen. Now this entry, I believe, is referring to Samus and some of the things that Samus has done in the past. No signs of pursuit from the hunter, and that's me, I believe. I think. Oh, check this out. This specimen has been horribly mutated. Oh boy, there's a turret. Gotta use my missiles. Ah. Okay, so yeah, so you don't have unlimited missiles. So you definitely want to make sure that you use them sparingly and you don't waste them. Like, don't use a missile if you don't have to. Like, if there's a weak enemy, don't use a missile. It would be a waste. Xenotropic life form unstable. Yeah, there looked like something that was trying to break out of this little room over here. I just walked right past it because I'm like, I don't even know what to do with that. You know, in this very first area, like, a lot of stuff looks the same. That makes it kind of difficult to figure out, okay, where am I going next? Do I even need to scan everything? See, I want to scan as much as I can because you never know. It could be something you can download to your logbook. Who knows? That's why you got to scan everything, because you're never quite sure what you're looking at. But a lot of it is just extra information that I really didn't need. Elevator operational. Okay, so I'm going to take an elevator. I just love how quiet this game is. I love it. And, you know, even the cutscenes, there's not any real talking or anything. It's just like you're just watching the action unfold, which makes the whole thing more exciting and immersive. Oh, check it out. Here's some enemies. I'm scanning it first. Space pirate status. Yeah, just scanning everything. War Wasp, native of Talon 4. Might as well kill this thing. See, there's some health. I think I can, yeah, see, that recovered 10 of my health. So, you know, your health is at a 99. Oh, here's another enemy coming. So it does benefit you to engage with the enemies because you can recover your health. Brain hemorrhage detected. Avoid damage by using quick movements. So this is where I lock onto the guy, and then I'm moving to the left and the right, trying to dodge whatever they're shooting at me. So I'm trying to, like, lock onto them, move left, move right, but they're still catching me. See, my health is down to 45. Man. By the way, I'm playing this on normal mode. I think there were two modes available, casual and normal. I don't know if there was a hard mode. I didn't see that. I wouldn't do that anyway. I stick to normal these days. Let me just stick to normal. Like, I want to enjoy the game. So, like, if it's too easy, it's not really enjoyable. If it's too hard, it's just like, come on, yo. I have so many games I want to play. I don't want to, die every 5 seconds or whatever. Another enemy looks injured. Space pirate. Acid burns have done something to the joints of this thing. Guess you gotta kill it too. See, that's the thing, Now I understand why I'm killing these things, is to recover my health. That's the main thing I need them for. Here I go back to the map. I kept pulling up the map because I'm like... And by the way, this map, even the map is cool. Look at this. You can rotate it, move it around, zoom in, zoom out, flip it around. So it's very clear what areas you've explored, what areas you haven't, what doors you've opened. So I'm about to enter an unexplored area. It looks cool, but it's very easy to use. It's not like super complex or anything. Entrance to cargo freight lift. Obstruction detected in reactor ventilation system. Engineering crew report to freight lift corridor immediately. Okay, that's where I'm going. Security codes on auto turrets. Oh, using improper codes may result in turret activation. So that's something I might need to keep in mind going forward. Be careful with turrets. Security codes are changed frequently. Time to go through this door. If I ever do like a second playthrough of this game, I could probably just blast through this. I would be scanning very little. Okay, here's a turret. I'm getting attacked. I got a lock on. And I shot it with a missile. But look at my health. Down to 58. See, this turret only gives me like missile ammunition. It doesn't give me health recovery. I only get that, I guess, from defeating enemies. Access to deck gamma approved. Space pirate death caused by severe lacerations. Okay, another elevator. I guess I'm going into. Yeah, it's really nice not to be interrupted by like too many cutscenes or... Uh-oh. I better start shooting this guy. I wonder if I just shot a missile at him. Would one missile be enough to dispatch like an enemy like this? Probably, I would imagine. But I don't want to waste them, because I don't know how many missiles I have. Alright, recovered some health there. Door lock enabled. Please insert metallic sphere to open door. How convenient. If I turn into a morph ball, I can unlock doors. That's very nice of the space pirates to create something that really helps Samus get through their ship. It looks like a spherical shape would fit into this clamp. Really? Cool. So how do the space pirates unlock these doors? Do they walk around with spherical things to unlock these doors? They just have a big ball with them at all times? Maybe I'm thinking too deeply. Okay, Nintendo didn't count on that. Retro Studios didn't count on me overanalyzing things. But anyway, I'm getting my you-know-what handed to me by these turrets. I better lock on and shoot a missile. Look, my health is down to 31. Alright, so I got some ammunition. Yo, but my health is not looking good here. Okay, again, I have to turn into the metallic ball again. Okay, so that will unlock this. Cool. Oh, check this out now. Cutscene. Something big's about to happen. Uh-oh. Take a look at that thing. That's that thing that escaped from that pod earlier. I like the dance that thing is doing. Parasite Queen. Alright, so that you see a health bar. This is a boss. I'm scanning it. A new creature's entry has been downloaded to your logbook. Parasite Queen. Weak spot has been detected in the creature's mouth. Use auto-targeting to acquire this new target. There's a potent mutagen. Okay, this thing shoots things from its mouth. So basically I gotta lock onto this thing and watch out for that green beam that the Parasite Queen shoots. So that there's like a force field in the way that is preventing me from constantly shooting at this thing. But they can shoot at me no matter what. Okay, see now I'm locked on. I'm landing some shots. Landing some shots. And gotta move out of the way. See, you see how it almost inhales before it starts attacking? That's the pattern of this boss here. And try to land as many shots as I can. Maybe I should have shot a missile at this thing. I don't know if that would help. But again, see, I want to sparingly use missiles because you never know what's coming up. You never know. This could be a sub-boss. There could be some other boss in this ship somewhere. So you got to save your stuff. But my health is not looking good. 31 is where my health is at. Luckily, it's pretty easy to move out of the way of this Parasite Queen. You just got to lock on and keep moving, keep moving. Alright. Shouldn't take that much more to defeat this Parasite Queen. But what I noticed is as this thing started losing health, now it starts firing off more rapidly those, whatever those green beams you want to call. And so now you got to keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. So your opportunities are limited as to how you can attack this thing. But see, almost. Boom. Done. First boss of the game, done. Parasite Queen dead.